Let's understand the OLAP mode comparisons. We have multidimensional, tabular. Let's understand the OLAP mode comparisons on the screen. Multidimensional and tabular, there are few common operations. Let's do those common operations carefully first. Then the second part of this chapter will concentrate on the differences. What's there in multidimensional, not in tabular mode? What's there in tabular mode, not in multidimensional? Then decide when to use which. First, let's concentrate on the common items. Here we go. For any enterprise OLAP database system in real world production environments, for ensuring proper data recovery, we have backups and restore activities. Backups are like a Xerox copy of the database, and restore is a mechanism to recover lost data from backups or using backups. Schedules, detach, attach, and processing with schedules. Processing means to load the data. Detach, attach is mainly for migration activities. Detach OLAP database from one SSAS server, give it to other server. Processing, loading data scripts. Cube access for MDX and DAX from the previous classes. And XMLA for deployments and alter activities. Let's concentrate on these backups, restore, detach, attach activities first. Backups, a mechanism to create standby copy of the database. Recover database in case of any data loss. So here we go. Launch SSMS and connect to the server. Right click database and backup. Then we need to specify location and password. Take either multi-dimensional or tabular, any of these modes, same concept. Right click backup. Click on backup. For example, onto my E drive, you would like to have the backup file. Let's get the path. Compression optional but recommended for bigger OLAP databases. And the password. Give some password of your choice. Any password is fine. Script. Do you want to include the script? Say yes. One XMLA script will be auto-generated. Click OK. The window vanished. And here is the script. Now, two things. How to schedule this backup. Yes, you would like to have a routine schedule for this backup. Right click database engine agent new job. Right click new job. I'll say for example OLAP and backup job. Go to steps and new step. Click on new step. Say OLAP job step. Here I'll say, for example, analysis services command. Query means MDX DAX query to report. Now command. Server, with server, database engine will connect to the tabular mode server or multidimensional, whatever server you have, and then get the backup script. Click OK. Schedules. You may have new schedule or pick, reuse existing predefined schedule, say every hour or every few minutes or every few days. Like for now, a predefined schedule every 60 minutes. Then click OK. Every 60 minutes, click OK like this. Observe carefully. So what we do here, I'll repeat once again. We are performing backup and then scheduling it. So how to do that? Here it is. Item 1, backup. Launch SSMS, connect, right click, backup, location. I'll just modify this one using XML. Okay, this is XML. Same way using XML. This one. Backup job, backup schedule job. To automate the job operations or automate the backups of OLAP database. Here we go. Launch SSMS and connect to the OLAP server. Launch SMS and connect to OLAP server. Backup, location, password, and then script. From SSMS, connect to database engine. Right click agent service, right click agent and start. Then right click that SQL server agent. Right click SQL server agent. Next. Then we have, once you go to the agent, we need to say new job, job name, provide the job name, then steps, new step, step name, comma, type would be analysis services command. Paste above XML script. We see one XML script. Okay, this one. Above XML script. Schedules, pick an existing schedule or create new schedule. Click OK. Next, let's see how to use backups. That is restore. Launch SSMS. Connect to the server. Right click database, restore. For example, right now you see 3 databases. I'm showing in tabular. You may do it in multidimensional as well. Right click, restore. Then provide the backup file. I gave the backup path like this earlier. Restore database. Say restored copy. Give some name. Any name is fine. Location. I'll give one location. I'll say OLAPDB tabular. I'll give some directory path, a dedicated directory path. Security, nothing but roles. You may just leave it as it is or copy all roles, and password. At the time of defining the backup, you gave one password. Supply the same password once again. Click OK. Provide the password here. Click OK. What happens? This will create one .db directory. This way. A .db directory will be created and a new database will be available here like this. In case in future, if you wanted to migrate this database, then right click database, detach this one. Right click database, detach. Password optional. Click OK. Detach means the connection is cut at the source. Detach means the connection is cut at the source. Next. Once the connection is cut at the source, next. Our requirement, assume on a different server you would like to attach. Then right click, attach this one. Right click databases, attach. And here we go. Folder. For example, this folder, the .db directory is there, right? This one. The location of the database, physical location. Detached from SSMS, but attached from the disk. That is a concept. You may also make your database read-only. So from the source, we detach, get the .db directory file to the target location, target server, and there we simply attach. Click OK. The window vanish and your database would be available on the target. I'm showing in the same server, but this is how we can do migration from one OLAP server to another. Detach, attach. Backup means like a Xerox copy. Detach, attach is like a cut paste method. So restores, detach and attach. Then we have other one, OLAP databases and process. Process means to load the data from the older classes. Right click database process. We get a script. That script we can use for XML job. For example, right click database process. We go for process default, means incremental changes, script. Cancel. This is the process script. Copy. Earlier we created a job for OLAP backup, right? This one. You may create a new job or go to the old existing job steps. Earlier for backup step, now I will say new. OLAP process step, and next go to process step like this. Next, go to analysis services command. Provide the server name. Copy the server. Then give the command here. Which command? Give the required command like this. Click OK. Okay, click yes. No worries. Click yes this way. Give the step like this. So we're understanding how to process and schedule. Same way, common to both modes, we have scripting and cloning activities as well. Right click database, script database as, and create in a new query. Right click database, script, create new query window like this. New query window like this. We get a new query like this. Here we can clone it. For example, I'll say v2 version 2 and go to query execute. I'm just changing the name. So a duplicate copy of this database will be created. We call it clone. Right click databases, refresh. We get this v2 created, called a clone, this one. So here we are learning the concept of number one, scripting the database. Right click script, create to new query window. You can also replace or delete. Finally, do the modifications like changing the name and run. You get a clone automatically. Once you are done with this execution of the script, For data loads, what we do? We need to process the cube. So right click database and say process. Here we go. Right click that clone database and say process. This one. Process database. First time it will be full. Subsequent process would be default incremental changes. Clear means to clear all data. Say truncate the data. Recalc meaning to do recalculation of measures, measure groups, measures and KPIs. Those calculations should be redone once again. That is recalculation. For now it is process full. You may script or run the script as it is. Just click OK. So what we are learning here? We are understanding how to do scripting, cloning, detach, attach, backup and restore activities. Then the next step. These are all about the similarities common to both modes. Then comes the differences. Back to our notes. Here it is. You got all the similarities. Then comes differences. We'll take the differences in the next part. First, practice all the similarities first.